What's up, everybody? Dan Ellis Racing 35 here with a Traxxas slash 4x4 update. I'm going to cover a couple things here. I've seen a lot of people doing driveshaft mods with kind of like a guard on the bottom where the driveshaft comes out of the front to go to the front differential. As you can see, my driveshaft is pretty worn, pretty messed up from all its abuse. This truck is a little less than a year old. Well, a little less than a year since I got it. And it's, the underside, it's pretty beat up. It's well worn. I've been through about 3 of those gears. And then you can see it's pretty beat up. It's pretty scratched. The skid plates are a lot worse. Here's the front skid plate. That's the stock one that came with it. I haven't changed it or anything. It's still got vegetation in it from my earlier trek outside today. But while I was out there, I got a rock in that little hole right there. As you can see, I've patched it. But I got a rock in there, and I decided to follow what a lot of people on YouTube are doing and fix it or patch it. What I did was I had some of this lying around. This is just I don't know, they used to call it bulletproofing in my slot car days, but it's basically just Lexan, quite thin, flexible, and it's sticky on one side. And what I did was I cut out a little template with an index card, and I put it on there, and I cut it out to see, bend it and fit it and mold it to the shape of that, and then I just cut a little X in there, and now it goes in there pretty good. Let me just get it to mesh with the... There we go. So, now that that's in there, I know it's gonna rub on there when it's spinning, but I really don't think that much is gonna happen. I've seen people use the things that you get in a soda, from a soda bottle, like underneath the cap, the little rubber piece that seals it. But I just decided to make some of this, so I haven't run it with this yet, but I plan on it. And then I also ended up getting the big bore shocks, officially licensed or made by Traxxas. So I'm going to compare the stock shock to the big bore shock. Side by side, fully extended, you can see that the big bore shock has a slightly bigger travel, I guess you could say. Surprisingly, well, this one doesn't have any fluid in it, I took it out. But surprisingly, when filled with fluid, the big bore, which is aluminum, that's all aluminum, and whether this one, or on the other hand, this one's plastic, this one actually weighs less when it's filled with fluid for some odd reason. I would think metal would be, even though it's aluminum, I would think metal would be heavier than plastic, but for some crazy reason this is lighter. It's also stronger. I've had a few shocks fail on me. This is the other rear shock. As you can tell, this show is brought to you by the letter J. Yeah, it may be thicker here, but it's not the anodized aluminum that it is there. It's also got this nifty little bump stop that can come in handy. It doesn't really limit travel because the piston inside is completely up against the, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the top. But that's pretty much it. Just back to this thing, just cut it out with an exacto knife or scissors or whatever. To get that little part in the middle, the X that you gotta make, just use an exacto knife or hobby knife. I got like 6 of these laying around, so. But yeah, there's all my parts disassembled. Comcast sucks. My Mountain Dew, no, they don't pay me. But yeah, this Man, my room's a mess. Holy crap. Um, but yeah, it's a good, this thing's a good shock. I had it out there. It's, probably can't tell, but it's raining outside and it's a crappy day, but my, my slash was pretty damn good. Next upgrade, I believe I'm going to go with a front spool. This is the front differential. I'm going to get a front spool and make it true 4x4. But other than that, there's the battery I use. I've covered that before. It's the it's made by Reedy, or however you want to pronounce it. It's in 9.6 volt deal, and this thing's badass. I can't afford a LiPo yet, but I plan on it soon. And here's an update on the body that I use as well. It's the Jerry Wilchel, or however you want to say it. This is actually off a 2-wheel drive slash, so the arches are more pronounced. There's a little bevel in there. I got these guys right here, just body clip retainers, because I was always losing them. And then I got sick of putting body clips through the body, so I put some of this stuff right here on the outside of this to keep it from pulling through and breaking and all that stuff. I also got the body mounts that I needed, if I can find it in this mess. Yeah, I don't think they're up here, but I really needed new body mounts, as you can tell from my old ones. But my buddy at the hobby store hooked me up. Oh, here's one. Brand new. So it didn't come with the stainless hardware. I bought that separate a while ago. RC screws. I bought this from Tower Hobbies. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, feel free to ask. Rate, subscribe, whatever. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Listen to me yak. Top Gear kicks ass. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and have a nice RC racing time. Yeah.